Let's talk about the top 12 skills that billionaires have that regular people don't. After each skill, I'll share some tips to help you develop that skill so you can be on your way to joining the $1 Billion Club. Also, be sure to stay until the very end where I share the most important skill. Even Warren Buffett credits much of his success to this one skill. Before I start the list, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and click the bell because it really does help out the channel and I appreciate it. Number 12. Billionaires are great at time management. We all get the same amount of time in a day, but billionaires know how to use that time the most efficiently. There is no time wasted in the life of a billionaire. Everything is prioritized, and the most important tasks are taken care of first. Having a schedule and a timetable of exactly when you're going to do a thing, and then following through and doing it, is an absolutely essential skill for all billionaires. Here are some tips to help you develop this skill. A. Set goals correctly. I'll discuss this in more depth later in the video. B. Prioritize correctly. Prioritize your tasks based on importance and urgency. C. Set a time limit to complete a task. D. Take a break between tasks. E. Organize yourself. I'll also be discussing this later in the video too. F. Get rid of non-essential tasks. If a task isn't absolutely necessary, then don't do it. G. Plan ahead. Make a list of everything you want to get done. Make this list the day before so the next morning you can hit the ground running. Number 11. Billionaires are excellent at leadership. It's no secret that billionaires are great leaders. They inspire other people to join them, and they get others to work for one common goal. Billionaires get people to trust and follow them, and that's exactly what it takes to build up a reputable and trustworthy brand. Here are some tips to help you develop this skill. A. Encourage others to be creative and step outside of the box. B. Be a role model. If you set a good example, others will follow. C. Be passionate about your business. When you're passionate about your business and your industry, others will be too. D. Listen and communicate effectively. I'll talk more about this later in the video too. E. Have a positive attitude. People like working for other people who are nice and have a good outlook on life. Enough said. F. Offer rewards and recognition. Everyone likes to be noticed when they do good work. Don't let a good job performance go unnoticed. Number 10. Billionaires are great at networking. You can't do everything on your own. Eventually, you'll have to team up with a partner or even another business in order to reach higher and higher goals. I'm sure you've heard the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Well, when it comes to being a billionaire, it's all about making connections and partnerships with other like-minded people in your industry. This is how you really explode your business. Here is a tip to help you develop this skill. A. Leverage social media. This is my only tip for this section because it's such a powerful one. Perhaps one of the best ways to network and meet people is through social media. By having a presence on multiple social media platforms, you are exposing your business to numerous potential customers and future business partners. Never underestimate the power of your online presence. Number 9. Billionaires are heavily involved in philanthropy. I know philanthropy might not necessarily be a skill, but it is a quality that a lot of billionaires have, and in a way, the skill of giving is something everyone should try and develop a little more. A lot of billionaires make giving away their money to help others a top priority. Who knows, maybe it's that giving mentality or that giving skill, if you will, that got them to the billionaire status in the first place. Tips to help you develop this skill. A. Offer your expertise. Giving doesn't always have to involve money. Share what you know with others so they can grow and advance too. B. Find a cause you believe in and donate money. Even the smallest offering can make a difference. C. Compliment someone. Even if you don't have a penny to your name, you can still give, simply by giving a compliment to a random stranger. Words have power, sometimes even more power than money. Number 8. Billionaires are great at money management. Billionaires know how to take care of and manage their money. They understand when to spend, when to save, and when to invest. They are smart with their money, and oftentimes, the richest people in the Billionaire Club can be the most frugal. Tips to help you develop this skill. A. Create a realistic monthly budget. B. Build up your savings no matter how long it takes. C. Pay your bills on time every month. D. Save up cash to avoid large purchases. E. Start an investment strategy. Number 7. Billionaires are great at goal setting and planning. You know the saying, failing to plan is planning to fail. Billionaires are big planners and big goal setters. They have well-established strategies in place as well as short-term and long-term goals for their company. Before they take a step, they already know what direction they want to go and what it is they want to achieve. Then they work hard and don't stop until they reach that goal. Tips to help you develop this skill. A. Create SMART goals. These are goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. B. Write your goals down. C. Create an action plan on how to reach those goals. D. Create a timeline. E. Take action. Goals are pointless if you don't take action to achieve them. Goals without action steps are just wishes. Number 6. Billionaires are well organized. There's no one right way to organize your life. Everyone's personalities, abilities, and preferences are unique and different. The main thing is that you need to have a system that works for you. Make sure your important documents are easy to access. The last thing you want is to be wasting time because you aren't organized. There's nothing worse than wasted time, so staying organized helps you to be as efficient as possible. Tips to help you develop this skill. A. Make lists. B. Use calendars and planners. C. Delegate tasks. D. Reduce clutter. Number 5. Billionaires know how to get people to work together. This might kind of fall under leadership, but it's so important I had to give it its own category. If you want employees to really benefit the business, they have to be well motivated. Understanding the desires and needs of the staff members is really beneficial if you want them to do their best for the company. This also works both ways though, because even though great work is rewarded, poor job performance also needs to be recognized and corrected. Because of this, the employees are guided into working for the company's overall goals. Tips to develop this skill. A. Ask employees for feedback. B. Create a shared vision. C. Develop a review process. D. Celebrate as a team. E. Stop micromanaging. Number 4. Billionaires are excellent at branding and marketing. The credibility and reputation of the business is the best kind of advertisement. Your reputation can have a very strong impact on current and potential customers, and this reputation can spread like wildfire. Therefore, it's not nearly enough to simply create excellent products and services. You have to promote and market it so that the world knows that it's there. Tips to help you develop this skill. A. Repeat the same brand message across all of your marketing materials. B. Create a unique value proposition. C. Have a dedicated marketing plan. D. Have a strong online presence. Number 3. Billionaires are innovative. An important competitive edge of any business is innovation. This is the main reason why the buyers will select your product or service over a competitor's. It's also a good idea for a company to invest in top quality tools for research and development. As a matter of fact, billionaires such as James Richmond, Elon Musk, and Steve Jobs spend their time and a lot of their resources concentrating on innovative thinking and modern technologies. This makes them stand out from the competition. Tips to help you develop this skill. A. Don't discount your crazy ideas. B. Learn about anything and everything. C. Be constantly curious. Number 2. Billionaires have strong sales skills. Knowing the principle of sales will absolutely produce massive profits. After all, it is the highest paying occupation and has really helped a lot of self-made business owners to prosper and be successful in their selected industries. Mark Cuban shared that if there's one skill that any person needs to have in order to be successful, it would be great sales skills. He even said, quote, "Success is almost impossible in any field without solid sales skills," end quote. Tips to help you develop this skill. A. Understand your market. B. Focus on the right leads. C. Be data informed. D. Really listen to your customers. Before I move on to number 1, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and click the bell because it really does help out the channel and I appreciate it. Also, type the word yes in the comments below if you think you have at least one of these skills. Number 1, billionaires are exceptional communicators. This is the number 1 skill a person must be great at if he or she wants to be prosperous in their business. If you have strong communication skills, other important skills will come naturally to you. Having fantastic communication skills is a fundamental trait of a billionaire. The Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett, credits much of his prosperity to his communication skills, and he advises others to develop their communication skills as well. Tips to help you develop this skill. A. Have extensive knowledge about the area you're talking about. B. Listen more than you speak. C. Pay attention to non-verbal communication. D. Find common ground even in an argument. F. Use action verbs and confident language. G. Ask questions. So let's say you acquire all the skills, build a massive company, and become a billionaire. Then what? Just exactly how much money do you need to be considered rich, and what do you do once you get there? Click the video on the screen to find out. See what money figure you need in order to be rich, and find out exactly what to do once you reach that point.